What is up, you guys? Stevie here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Spring is officially right around the corner. Depending on where you guys live, the sun is finally coming out and hopefully things are starting to warm up. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my top 10 must-have / must-try spring 2020 fashion essentials and trends. You guys already know what it is. You already know how these videos go. I'm just gonna run through each of these items and just kind of dive in and just talk about, again, why I feel like they're an essential or why I've been liking them as a trend. I'm gonna talk about how I would personally style it, where you can get each one, but we definitely have a lot to get through, so enough rambling. Sit back, get cozy, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and if you aren't already, for like more vibes and just more like fashion, inspo and all that stuff, definitely be sure to follow me on my Instagram. I always post a ton of gems over there as well. So again, just run it up that way. It's my name, I'll throw it up on the screen. So enough rambling, let's get into today's video. Spring 2020 fashion essentials and trends, my top 10 choices. All right, so starting off with one of my favorites as of late for spring 2020, I'm gonna be talking about chunky knits / cardigans. If any of you guys have been just keeping up with fashion and stuff, you would kind of know that the whole cardigan game has kind of been coming back. It's definitely one of those things, either you love it or you hate it. Me personally, I still am kind of like on the fence about the whole cardigan thing, but I think a really good alternative to the cardigan for spring is just a really nice chunky knit sweater. So I actually have a perfect example of what I'm talking about. This sweater right here is actually one that I thrifted from, again, the thrift store. It's just in this really nice like tan camel color. I really like this sweater because not only does it fit into the knitted sweater trend for spring 2020, but I really do like the silhouette. It fits nice and oversized and boxy and cropped, especially with the drop shoulders, and it kind of has like this split hem detail at the bottom. This gives me all the bare knuckles vibes. If you guys know that brand. But yeah, I just really like it, and I copped it for less than $10, which in itself is already a steal. I think sweaters like this are going to be perfect for like the spring nights, you know, if you're going out with your friends, or if you're like just kind of like kicking it with your family or something, or if you're trying to do something that kind of requires you to bundle up just a little bit, but you don't necessarily want to wear like a jacket or something. I think, again, a nice chunky or knitted sweater such as this, or a cardigan, if you're into that whole trend, is a really great kind of option and choice. So coming in at trend number 2 is actually a color. I'm going to be talking about the color navy blue. So if you guys have been keeping up with me lately, you already know I have been on a big navy blue tip as of late. So an item that I'm going to plan to implement into my wardrobe is this navy blue overcoat from Everlane. So if you're watching this video and you're probably like, why are you wearing an overcoat during the spring? Me personally, I live in Seattle, Washington. So our springs, even though yes, it's sunny, it's bright, and things definitely start to warm up, our springs definitely still get cold, especially during the nighttime. So I think that a nice overcoat, especially a super nice constructed, smart looking one like this in the navy blue colorway, like I've been saying, I think, again, it's just gonna be the perfect option for when you wanna dress up a little bit, again, if you're going out at night, or even if you're just trying to do something during the day and you're wearing something super casual, but you wanna implement the navy blue or blue trend. It's a little bit of a colder morning. A really nice overcoat in any type of blue colorway would be the perfect option. You guys already know I've been sporting this guy like crazy ever since I got it. And I love pieces like this because not only does it play to a trend, but it's definitely an item in my wardrobe that I'm gonna have for a super long time. Coming in at number 3 on the list, I'm gonna be talking about textures and leather, to be specific. Anything from like vintage oversized leather blazers to like those whole matrixy looking type of leather coats, to leather jackets, or just like leather trousers. I've been really seeing a lot of that as of late. Me personally, I like it. I think it looks good, and I think if you do it well, it can be a big mood for sure. So one piece in particular that I'm gonna be wearing a lot for the spring is this faux leather Zara overshirt style type of jacket. I just recently picked this up and I've been wearing it pretty frequently. I love how not only is it faux for sure, because again, I'm not going to invest in something that I don't necessarily know if I'm going to rock with forever. I picked it up on sale for less than $10, which is crazy. And I think especially when styled right, you can really land some solid fits. I picked it up in a size extra large because I wanted it to fit super oversized and like almost, again, like a jacket style type of overshirt. Having that base layer be super simple and then adding that one standout piece, such as the leather or faux leather option that you might want to consider, that whole look within itself can be a banger for sure. So the next thing that I want to talk about is not necessarily a trend. In my opinion, I feel like it's definitely an essential, and I'm going to be talking about sporting casual wear. So when I'm talking about sporting casual wear, what I mean is like just wearing things that, again, lean more towards the more casual side, anything from like hoodies, sweatpants, sweatshirts. A really good example of a casual casual wear piece that I'm going to be wearing a lot is these Cole Buxton sweatpants right here. If you guys are regulars to this channel, you already know what it is. I'm always dripped in this pair of sweatpants right here, and I'm super like gassed and just like low-key, I'm super humbled and like all of those things. And again, I'm just very happy because the team over at Cole Buxton actually did gift this to me as kind of just like a thank you gift. Again, if you guys are regulars here, you would know that I have the ever so iconic Cole Buxton warm-up sweatpants in the washed black colorway. But with that being said, I've been rocking with them for a while now. Like honestly, I've been rocking with them almost like when they first came out. So my pair was like one of the original pairs, so they sent me again their newer one, and apparently there's like some like differences, and you can kind of see it, like the waistband fits like super tight and really nice, and just like the overall stitching looks a little bit different as well. But nonetheless, it's such a great, again, casual wear piece that you can either dress up or dress down. And I'm just like a really big supporter of the whole Cole Buxton brand, and again, I'm very humbled that, you know, they reached out to me and they wanted to bless me with one of their pairs. And that's what I'm talking about when I say sporting casual wear pieces. I'm talking about, again, just wearing something that you would not necessarily think of going out in, wearing that and kind of like making it your own. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm talking about, and I think that's going to be a big essential for spring 2020. All right, you guys, so moving into some footwear options. This next footwear option right here is definitely a trend, but I think that it is probably one of my favorite trends out of this whole video right here, and I'm going to be talking about chunky boots. Again, I keep saying it, but if you've been keeping up with fashion, you would know that the whole like chunky sneaker, chunky shoes, the whole like Balenciaga, Prada, like all of that stuff, you guys would know that that has been trending a lot for a couple years now. And I think that we're kind of moving into this space that, even though yes, it is spring, I think this trend specifically definitely kicked off at the tail end of fall 2020. Like, if that makes sense. And what I'm talking about is boots that just have a little bit more of a, again, chunkier sole to them. So a perfect example that I'm going to be talking about are these pair of Koyo Chelsea boots right here. As you guys can see, the bottom is just, again, super chunky. It definitely kind of reads more like a combat boot. Like, imagine if like a combat boot was paired with a Chelsea boot. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm talking about. I just love everything about these Koyo Chelsea boots right here, down to just, again, the whole thick sole at the bottom. The overall quality of the boot feels so good, especially with like the suede. Like the suede feels buttery, like, if you know what I'm trying to say, because I feel like sometimes it's a hit or miss with suede because it can feel kind of cheap, but this is definitely not the case with these. I think that this is going to be a great boot that I can easily kind of implement and add into my rotation with like my current outfits and stuff. I think it really slid in easily into my outfits, and again, just into my personal style. I do like the toe bit because it's not too squared off, but it's not too pointy. It's like that perfect in between. And again, it's just overall like such a great boot to kind of play with that whole chunky boot trend. Not to mention, I think that this Koyo Chelsea boot is definitely a banger option for playing with that trend because it's not as expensive as all of the other kind of like chunkier boots that you guys have been seeing from other designer brands. Yes, these Chelsea boots do come with somewhat of a steep price tag, but I think, again, it's kind of one of those things that if you feel like you can get a lot of wear out of them, and if you just feel like they're gonna fit into your current aesthetic and your current wardrobe, I would highly recommend these right here. If any of you guys are interested in checking out the Koyo Chelsea boots along with anything else mentioned and worn in today's video, I'll be sure to leave links to everything in the description box down below. And much love once again to the team over at Koyo for sponsoring this video and supporting my channel. I'm telling you guys, chunky boots are definitely where it's leaning towards. This next trend right here is talking about workwear slash baggy inspired pieces. So a perfect example that I'm going to be kind of sharing with you guys is this workwear oversized, again, inspired shirt style type of jacket from ASOS. As you guys can see, this is the type of jacket that, again, it reads definitely a little bit more workwear and just a little bit, again, more casual. Again, it's definitely on like that spring summer flex. You don't have to like iron this. It's kind of one of those things that it looks better when it's just kind of, again, worn a little bit more casually. Shirt in particular, because I love the contrast stitching. I love the use of kind of like this like tortoise shell buttons, and just the overall like sizing of this jacket definitely fits exactly how I wanted it to. Again, just like all of the oversized pockets, and that's what I'm talking about when I say oversized slash baggier slash workwear inspired pieces. Like even the vest that I'm wearing right now kind of plays to this trend, but nonetheless, I really do like this. And I think a person that really does the whole workwear thing really well is my homie Ray. I'll definitely be sure to throw up his Instagram and his channel. He does that whole trend really well, and that's kind of like his personal aesthetic. So if you guys kind of of like this, like if you like what I'm wearing right now, if you like this, I would definitely be sure to check out his channel after this video. So the next essential that I want to talk about for spring 2020 is a bangin sneaker. So what I mean by that is, like, as you guys know, it's starting to warm up, so we're not going to be wearing as much layers as we were when we were in fall and winter. So it's kind of one of those things that, especially for spring and summer, the accessories that you're wearing or the sneaker or the boot that you're wearing definitely needs to be on point, because at the top, for the most time, all you're wearing is either a sweater and some pants or a t-shirt and some pants. So again, you want either your accessories or your sneakers or your footwear option to be on point. So a sneaker that I'm going to be wearing a lot for this spring season are these Prada Cloud Bust Thunders right here. I don't want to get into these too much just because I've done so many videos on this already. If you guys are interested in kind of watching the whole like unboxing, review, and styling of these sneakers right here, I'll definitely be sure to throw it up in the cards. But this is kind of like the perfect example of a banging sneaker. It's something that's a little bit on the louder side. It kind of is one of those things that it is a much more bolder piece. So imagine a shoe like this kind of paired with just something super simple. And again, it doesn't have to be these Prada sneakers right here, because I already know, and you guys know, that these definitely come with the hefty price tag. And even kind of looking at it at the monitor and stuff, this is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. But I'm just talking about, again, wearing a banging sneaker that looks nice, it's clean. I'm always down for a nice, just like simple all white sneaker. Just like on that casual flex vibe. But again, I think for the upcoming spring and summer season, I think it's about time we kind of start implementing more bolder footwear options into our rotation, because at least for us guys, it's going to be kind of like the only way that we get to play with fashion. All right, you guys, reaching the home stretch here. These last kind of couple things that I want to talk about are all essentials, and they're not necessarily anything like groundbreaking or whatever. So I definitely, again, wanted to throw in some more simple items into this video. So the next essential that I want to talk about is a bag. This one specifically is a pleated tote bag from CAUS. As you guys can see, again, it's just like a simple black tote bag with the pleat detailing. The reason why I like these a lot is because it reminds me a lot of my Issey Miyake pleated pants. And I feel like, again, kind of going back to the whole textures thing that I was talking about with the whole leather vibes, this is a really great way to implement texture into your outfit with your accessory, such as your bag. And if you guys don't like this one, there is so much other options out there. There's like that, I really like the APC and JJJ ound. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but I like that denim tote bag. And just honestly, like any tote bag is great because it has like that canvas material, and that's kind of what I'm talking about for spring 2020. It's all about implementing bags, because like the whole bag movement has definitely been heavy as of late, and you guys already know what it is. Like, I've been wearing bags, so not saying I started it, but I'm just saying, like, it's nothing new, at least to this channel. The second to last item is an item that I swear my life by. It is 100% hands down the best t-shirt in the whole entire world. It is this Everlane heavyweight premium relaxed tee. As you guys can see, I have it in white, but I literally have it in so much other colors. I have it in white, I have it in black, I have it in navy blue, I have it in gray, I have it in speckled gray. Like, I literally have so much of this shirt because I swear by this shirt. I get asked often as well, like, what is my favorite basic tee? And I would have to say this one for sure. It fits so perfectly because it does fit like an oversized t-shirt, but it's not like too long. And I think that this is, again, a perfect example of the greatest t-shirt on this earth. Like, I know I sound pretty dramatic over a t-shirt, but bro, like, honestly, it's like the best one. All right, you guys, and the last item that I want to talk about is actually a little sneak peek into my upcoming merch. If you guys have been following me for a while now, you would know I've been kind of like teasing the whole merch thing. Like, I have been just wanting to do merch for a while now. So the last essential that I'm going to be talking about is a hat. As you guys can see, I'm actually wearing one right now, and this is a sample of the merch like that I'm going to be coming out with pretty soon. I'm personally gonna add something to this hat right here. It's gonna be like a nice little kind of casual flex, like embroidery vibe type of thing. So stay tuned for that. That is coming very soon. But what I'm talking about, like hats being an essential, is because I just feel like, again, for the warmer days, like I love kind of just like wearing a simple drip and then adding a hat on it. I don't know, there's just like something about it, like it's a banger, like low-key. Whether it be like from my upcoming merch, or whether it be like those $3 Walmart hats that I always tell you guys about. Great way to kind of add an accessory to your outfit, and it kind of adds like another dimension to your drip without doing too much. A lot of you guys are always saying you want to kind of dive into the whole accessory game, but you're not necessarily wanting to do too much. I think a hat is like the perfect accessory. Like, even if you don't want to mess with like the whole bag wave type of thing, a hat in terms of an accessory is a really great kind of jump off point for you guys. So I would highly recommend checking out these ones. This is again from my upcoming merch, but if you don't want this one, my other favorite is the $3 Walmart hats. So check it out. All right, you guys, and that is it for my top 10 spring 2020 fashion essentials and trends. Hopefully you guys kind of took some inspo away from today's video. I know a lot of the pieces that I have been talking about are kind of, they're definitely not out there that much, but they are a little bit different. But nonetheless, I feel like, again, that's what fashion's all about. It's always about like trying new things and mixing it up. I'm not saying you need every single one of these things, but I definitely want to serve as the type of person that again brings you guys always like new vibes and new inspos and stuff like that. Much love once again to the team over at Koyo for sponsoring this video and supporting my channel. If any of you guys are interested in checking out these babies right here, these are the Koyo Chelsea boots with the super chunky sole at the bottom with a really nice suede. I would highly recommend checking this out. Again, it's such a great way to play with the whole chunky boot trend that is happening right now, and overall it's just a solid nice pair of Chelsea boots. Check these out. It'll be the first link in my description box down below. If you enjoyed today's video, definitely give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, drop me some love in the comments and just kind of let me know as well, what are you guys vibing with for the upcoming spring? Is there any like sneakers or any type of boots, or is there any like other things that I should personally check out? Let me know down below. But yeah, again, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I think that's it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.